Good morning, welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. My name is Marlon Bledman. I'm one of your truck sales guys here at the Fredrick location. Today we're going to talk about why some people choose a Freightliner M2 106 or an M2 112. We're going to point out some of those features. Again guys, if you have any questions, feel free to put on the comments below. If you guys want to talk to us in person, our numbers will be at the bottom of the screen during our videos, including our emails as well. So feel free to reach out. Again, if in case you don't get a hold of us right away, leave a message, send a text. We'll definitely return your call or your messages as soon as we can. So bear with us, sometimes we take a little bit longer than normal, but that's just because sometimes we get so many questions and calls during that time. So why do some people choose Freightliner? For one, it's a bigger truck. You know, it being between a 110 and a semi, being a medium duty. Again, you've got color choices like you have with everything on the market right now. Right now we have this one in a midnight blue. We get those in Viper red, white, silver, black. We even have the Viper blue coming out pretty soon as well. So we got some different options to choose from. We do have a nice brown color in stock right now as well. This one is a 2023 Freightliner M2 106. Summit hauler conversion. Again, another thing people look for purchasing a Freightliner is having all those marker lights on that vehicle. So for safety, driving down the road, especially in snowy conditions, fog, dark areas, having that coming down the road, guys, you could see, you know, it will be visible on all four corners of this truck. Another thing that people look for purchasing a unit like this is that massive windshield. Believe it or not, the size of that windshield is not expensive. So cost on ownership on a unit like this is pretty low. To purchase a windshield like this is under 400 bucks. So again, it all depends on where you go. It all depends now on the 2024 plus models. They will have a lot of safety features on there. So I know for that one, those windshields will be a little bit more. So, but again, cost of ownership on this, again, all changes on a unit like this once a year if you don't drive it a lot, or every 20 to 30 to 26,000 miles. So again, like you want them pick up every 6 or 5,000 miles to 10,000 miles on that compared to that. So you have some options here. The fact that the headlamps will change in end of 2021 into 22, having the LED headlamps does shine brighter at night and does give you that clear view when driving. So having the extra light bars and stuff does work, you know, for some instances, but having those updated LED headlamps does work pretty good. Another feature again for cost is those three-piece bumper. Again, if one is damaged, you just replace that particular bumper. Air horns, a lot of people love air horns. Some people put train horns on their pickup. Some people do put air horns on their pickup as well, but this comes standard on those trucks. So you got two dual horns up top. And as we come around here, another thing they look for in those mirrors, being a bigger truck and having to drive in tighter spots, is those breakaway mirrors. In case you hit that, all it does is close. Again, certain areas you might end up, you know, scratching those mirrors or even cracking it. Very easy to change, but the whole thing doesn't break. You come out, you just put it back in place. Super easy. Tires, we're looking at 255 80R 22.5 on the Michelin side. Again, great tires. For a dealership, if a used unit come in, it has to be within 5 years. But again, those tires last way longer than your standard pickup. Again, another thing they look for is the engine. This unit carries the Cummins 8.9 liter Cummins engine. It's also partnered with the Allison 3200 TRV 6-speed automatic transmission, 360 horsepower, 1,150 foot-pounds of torque. The next thing here is negative and positive studs. So you don't even have to open up the hood to get to that. So you have those right here, easy to locate. Because the batteries are located underneath the back seat, you have access right here without even opening up the hood. Straps down, there's one on each side. Remember to keep your fingers away from that before you pinch it. You have access to your engine block heater right here on your step, your trickle charger. You have protection for your fuel and DEF tanks. They are lockable, so you have a 6-gallon DEF tank and 2 50-gallon diesel tanks, one on each side. Another thing to look for, guys, here is easy access to startup. You could also add remote start on those trucks, believe it or not. They can be added, so you could go to any of your auto shops. I know here in Fredrick, Colorado, we have car toys who do that for us. So you could add remote start to it, warm up your vehicle from inside. Or if you don't, you could run outside in your shop or outside, come down here. You don't have to jump inside to start it. You turn this clockwise and then allow the needles to load up. Then you start up your truck. Air ride seats. Again, we did upgrade this truck with massage seats. Air ride is standard, but you have heated and cool seats on this one. And of course, standard on all of our trucks, we do have the battery disconnect. So we're gonna head over to the back seat. Another feature that people look for in those trucks is the rear back seat turned into a bed. So again, standard on all of our Summit haulers. This will go flat down into a bed. And again, this is DOT certified to become a sleeper in the back with some dark tint to the back here or some curtains, or you do have those visors that go over those windows. We can purchase this for our parts department. It will block off all the windows in the truck, making inside dark enough to keep lighting away from the interior while you take a rest. Again, having an inverter on board, you get 110 plugins. So on that center console here, you get 2 110 plugins and an additional 4 USB plugs as well. When it comes to bed and storage, you got this long bed. This is Dimond Plated. You could get it rhino lined or spray bed lined. You got that option. You have an option to add an additional storage box up here, which a lead time, again, like I mentioned in my last video, you could get it in 2 ways. You could get it Dimond Plated, or you could get it smooth like this to color match your truck, or you could get it Dimond Plated or Dimond Plated with that rhino line on there. But for additional storage, you have storage down here. And the fact that this comes with an air compressor for inside your storage compartment here to put air in your tires, that's a plus. And you do get that hose included. Another smaller storage box in the back. And it's all lined, so no moisture will go in there. And they're all lockable as well. Dual tires in the back. Again, you got your option of what hitch you want as well. We did put a gooseneck ball on this unit. You could actually put a 5th wheel, one of the Hensley Trailer Saver hitches with the airbags. You could mount one in here. As you guys can see, there are some holes in that plate. Those are pre-drilled holes for that Hensley hitch. So it's very easy for us to get one done the same day you purchase in the unit if we have time in the shop. But it doesn't take a very long time, maybe about 3 or 4 hours to get done. But again, very simple. The fact that we pre-drill those holes before leaving the factory. You got a 7-pin hookup here, a 7-pin hookup down here, and your Voyager hookup for your cameras. 15,000-pound bumper pull hitch. When it comes to the Voyager camera system, we do have that camera on that headache rack facing the back of the truck. You could add additional cameras. The Voyager system allows you to put 4 cameras in total on that system. So right now we got 1, so you have an additional 3 spaces to put more cameras in here. And over here, you have your second 50-gallon fuel tank. And of course, when it comes to safety going in and out of that truck, I call this a 4-point of entry. You have this handle right here. You have the handle of the door, and then you have one up here, one down here and one up here. So very easy to go in and out without having to struggle to jump in and out of this truck. So right now I'm gonna have Jody enter that truck with the 4-point entry. I mean, he has only one hand right now, but he's gonna move as safely as possible. But again, even for the driver coming in, he also has that 4-point of entry. He or she, sorry. And of course, you got that air ride seat. One of the safety things, or one of the cool things about those trucks is having that true engine brake. So you do have that engine brake switch here. Typically, you know, during our deliveries and stuff, we kind of go over everything. And again, we do have from time to time where customers purchase those units sight unseen. So that's why we do a lot of those videos, so they could see what all the different buttons do. But there are a few times where we have video calls with that customer, or they ask us questions about, you know, what this button do, if in case they missed it during, you know, the delivery process. But again, with the engine brake, there is 2 switches for it. One will turn it on. That little orange light will turn on. And then you have your high and your low setting for your engine brake. Over here is your Allison 6-speed automatic transmission. Foot on the brake, you can put it in reverse. Air brake down, put it in park. So neutral, air parking brake up, and then it's in park. One of the things a lot of people miss, which a lot of people tend to do that sometimes, they'll put it in neutral and not bring up that parking brake. But once you do that, there is a safety feature on here. If you open your door, bear with me guys, it will get a little bit loud, but once you open your door, they will have that safety feature on here just to tell you that your parking brake is not engaged. So a nice little safety feature here. But apart from that, you got a plus and a negative arrow. If you press both of those together, you have options here for your all life, your filters, the transmission health, any codes that will pop up. Right now there's no codes, and of course back to neutral. You could actually go in that manual mode as well, so you press mode and you could actually shift up and down depending on what you know, where you're going. If you want to do it manually, you could use that feature down here. But apart from that, everything else is self-explanatory. You got your windows, you got your power locks, heated mirrors, red dump switch, light test button, red differential lock, and traction control over here. A lot of things, some of the things that people get confused about sometimes are those switches right here. Those 2 are a pair. Red is for heat in the back, and these are the fan levels. And then blue is for the cold, and again, these are the fan levels for that. Put it in the center, it will turn it off. And up here is only for charging. This does come with Apple and Android capability, but none of those USBs up here will give you that feature. These are only for charging. You will have to come down here next to your subwoofer knob and your trailer brake. There's a little centerpiece over here. Once you open it up, you will see a USB and an HDMI. Plug into your USB, you will get that Apple and Android feature on your Stinger stereo sound system. But with that, you could go into your stereo and you could actually use the onboard navigation on there. You could set it up the way you want it, you know, add height, weight, all that different stuff, so it will avoid you going into those areas where trucks are not allowed or you will have difficulties maneuvering. So you could set all that up through this app on the stereo. But again, it does have all your fancy stuff, your AM, FM, satellite radio, Bluetooth technology, hands-free calling, the works. So you got everything on this system over here. Touch screen as well, and you have a few manual buttons up here. Again, with the Voyager camera system, you got your own screen. So separate from your Stinger, you have your own screen up here. You can see what's happening back here. You could actually adjust the brightness, the color, everything else. You know, if you go into daytime or nighttime driving, you could adjust this as needed. So all your settings are up here. If this is a little bit too bright or you don't want to use it, you could actually turn it off. There is a off switch here. Right here, you will, if you press the up and down, there is like a volume control up here. So some cameras does come with microphones. So if in case you do install a camera with those microphone hookups, you will hear what's happening, you know, back there or in the front, wherever. So that's what that's for. So don't be alarmed once you see that. Typically people don't order the ones with the microphones, so if you do order it, you have that option on that system. More storage compartments up here. You can put your cell phones in here, your wallet, smaller items, registration, insurance, whatever. Over here I have a little small compartment here, again for your passenger. He or she could put their phones or smaller items in here. But all down here in the center, we do have a little storage compartment with an LED light. But you do have cup holders up here, 2 back here, and a hidden one on the side here for your passenger. Really cool feature here. But again, that's just some of the stuff people look for when it comes to a Freightliner on the M2, 112 or 106 conversion. Again, all that we do is customize trucks. I know some people request, you know, just a plain chassis. If you do decide to do that, call us up. We do have some chassis sitting on our conversion lot. If you just want a chassis without any conversion, we could get that done for you. We don't do it often, but when people request it, we do offer that, just the chassis. We don't do cabin chassis, we do the crew cab. So keep that in mind. I've had some people request doing up the interior but not putting a bed on there, so we could go over those prices as well. And if you do decide to put a bed, you know, we do have some options when it comes to the interior look, the bed look, in terms of adding a storage compartment, doing the Rhino or spray bed line on there. So many different options. Again, with this one, we did upgrade those seats to the massage, heated and cool seats on this one. So we have some few options we could talk about, you know, changing the rims or the wheels, if you guys want to call it that. We did have a battle about rims and wheels, but I'm from the Caribbean, so we call all wheels rims. So it's a little bit of a culture change for me. So, but apart from that, guys, you know, we got a few on our lot, 2023 models, brand new, full warranty, starting from 2,000 miles all the way to 660 on the mileage, but they're all brand new. So give us a call today. We'll let you know what colors we have in stock, what features are on some of those compared to the others. But we do have a few on our lot, so give us a call today. We do deliver, we do offer financing, long-term on personal and regular term on business. We do have different colors to choose from, again, different options when it comes to the massage seats or just heated and lumbar. But again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in today. Have a great week. I know it's going to be snowing in a lot of parts of the state today, so hope you guys drive safe on the road, and I'll see you guys back here. I am going on a short vacation, well, a little longer vacation than I normally do, but I'll see you guys when I get back. But Larry will bring you guys some awesome units on this video while I'm gone, so feel free to reach out to either me or him. If you guys don't get a hold of me, you can send me a text. I'll reply to those messages, or an email, and I'll reply to those as well. In the meantime, have a great day. Thanks for tuning in today, and I'll see you guys next time.